What's up guys, Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this we'll be going over some of the news that's coming out on the Japanese version and the global version, because you guys apparently like the way I did it there. So if you guys do want to see a specific part of the news, it's going to be in the timestamps in the description as well as the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the news. The first thing we're going to go over today is the most sad pay-to-win part of the day, and I'm not a big fan of this, but let's go over it anyways. So, the first thing we got is the brand new Ivankov, which is going to be a treasure mode unit, and you can see is from the special ability that it is a treasure mode specific unit. Fuck! Treasure mode points are going to be boosted by 2.25, their stats are going to be boosted by 2.5, and you're going to lose minus 10 cooldown. I'm not a fan. I hate that they brought him back, but I guess they're bringing him back. The captain ability is going to be boost the attack of cerebral characters by 1.5, recovered by 1.2. Special ability is going to reduce paralysis by 4 turns and all form of poison, and remove all forms of poison. Sorry for the bad translation there from Reddit. It's also going to boost the attack of fighter, shooter, cerebral characters on treasure mode clearing level from 1.75 to 2.25 depending on the treasure map clear level. So obviously, since this character is a shooter and cerebral character and it's going to boost a lot of different types, this is specifically for on a Katakuri team. So I'm really just not a big fan of what they did here, bringing back treasure mode units and then making this specifically for a pay-to-win team, for the pay-to-win badge, for the Not a fan. Not a fan. Ivankov is going to max out at 12 turns, and he's going to have 1,201 attack overall. Super shit unit. I'm disappointed, but it's going to be the hardest one to get during the treasure mode, and probably going to be the most useful depending on if you pulled another character or not. The next character we're about to get is going to be the treasure mode Jozu, who is going to be a 1.75 stat boost, so point booster with 2.5 times stats and minus 110 cooldown in treasure mode. And he's going to be a fighter and powerhouse character. He's going to be DEX. His captain ability is going to boost the attack of powerhouse characters by 1.5 and HP by 1.2. His special ability is going to reduce 3 turns of attack down and then make Psi Orbs beneficial for all characters for 1 turn, as well as lock all orbs. For 3 turns, treat Psi as beneficial. Oh, so you can carry it between multiple rooms. Okay, now I'm seeing that. Okay, it's going to be on a 10-turn cooldown, and he's going to be at 1,140 attack. Overall, since he is fighter and powerhouse, this seems like it's going to be another character that is going to fit on the Katakuri team for the final boss. So it looks like the mechanics that you're going to have are you're not able to use some kind of orb manipulate, or you're going to need all Psi Orbs and you can't use Orb Manipulate. I'm not really sure. I don't really know why you would need Psi Beneficial, especially if you're going to bring it on a G4 Luffy team or if you're going to bring in a Katakuri team. But this might be for specifically like a Nami stage where you're supposed to be fighting this with Nami. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, attack down, not super worried about that. And finally, for the laziest and worst thought out treasure mode booster of the year, treasure mode Mr. 1. And man, that artwork is so OG. Oh my god, this is the laziest I've ever seen. I think I've been for lots of money. This is not cool. Treasure mode Mr. 1 is going to be a slasher and cerebral character. He's going to have a 1.5 times treasure buff boost. He's going to have a 2.5 times stat boost and minus 10 cooldown. That's right, you heard me. 3 treasure mode units. Wow, that's greedy. His captain mode is going to boost the attack of quick characters by 1.3, and special ability 15 times attack and quick damage to 1 enemy, changes his own orb to quick, for 1 turn boost the orbs of quick characters by 1.75 on an 11-turn cooldown. This unit is so shitty. I cannot believe this is a treasure mode unit. This unit is like the worst unit they've ever came out with treasure mode. It doesn't even do anything unique. It is literally just an orb booster. I'm a little triggered that all this character, this is like a really bad unit. I cannot, this is like, what's his name? This is like OG Jabra, but Jabra is better because he's more attack and he does more damage. It's the only thing that he does better than Jabra is he changes his own orb to quick. I mean, but this only boosts orbs of quick characters. So I mean, it's like this is like the dumbest freaking character. I hate this. This is the terrible unit. Oh my god. I cannot believe this is the treasure map unit because now they want us to pull for a unit this shitty? Are you serious, Bandai? It's this shitty. You are that lazy? Oh my god. And the next thing we're going to go over today is going to be the treasure mode Sugofest, which the Sugofest is fine. I have no problems with the Sugofest. It's normal treasure mode Sugofest. I expect it to be kind of baity, but like also have a lot of other things to it. So for the Sugofest is going to first drop from the 15th through the 24th. It's going to be a 3-part Sugofest. The Sugofest is going to start on part 1, which is going to have Nami, you can see on the poster. And there's going to be the first gem, first multi is going to be 30 gems. The second multi on part 1 and part 2, which is going to be the part 1 with Nami and the part with G4 Luffy, are going to have Mr. 1 as the last poster. And part 3 will have rated up characters at the last poster. I'm not really sure what that means. It might have something to do with Ivankov. Not really sure, but whatever. The third multi-pull is going to be a guaranteed legend on the last poster. The 6th multi-pull is going to have a guaranteed legend on the last poster. And the 9th multi-pull poster is going to have a guaranteed legend on the last poster. The only thing that's different is that the 6th and 12th multi-pull are going to have guaranteed rate-up legends. So I'm actually okay with this Sugofest because if you guys are a whale or if you guys are pulling a lot on treasure mode Sugofest, a 6 multi-pulls here is actually not bad because getting a guaranteed rate-up legend is a guaranteed legend from a small pool, so that's actually a really good thing to get. If the pool is probably about 11 or 12 units, so if it's like 5 or 6 units though, holy shit, that's good. But I'm assuming it's like somewhere between 11 to 13, maybe 14 units. So if you do have a lot of legends, just my recommendation is pull on the day that if you're going to be pulling there, pull on the day that's going to have the most boosted rate of legends for you. If you're going to be doing 6 multis. If you're not doing that, then stagger your multis. The nice thing here is that a lot of people could do up to 12 multis. I don't think I would. I don't even know if I want to do 6, to be honest. The thing for me is I don't have V2 Akainu, and V2 Akainu would be kind of cool to get, but I don't know if V2 Shanks is on the same banner, so we'll have to see. Nice thing for most players is that the first multi-pull is a 30 gem multi-pull, so you do have a chance to get all the units. You don't have to worry about them too much. It's nice that you actually have a chance to get them. Each part is going to be different sections, so my guess the Sugofest is going to start, the treasure mode is going to start on the 19th, which is the day after part 2 starts, because that'll range from the 19th through the 24th. So it'll give you a 5-day treasure mode. So I'm hoping that's the dates for the treasure mode. I'm assuming. We actually don't know yet, I don't believe. The worst part about this treasure mode Sugo though is that pulling on part 1 and part 2 guarantee you Mr. 1, which is the shittiest artwork, shittiest treasure mode character, and he's not even that good. Like, you get a 1.5 times boost, which is like the only thing you get out of him, and he's just a shitty unit. I'm still blown away how shitty that unit is. I'm very, very disappointed in Bandai about this. This is awful. You can't even use him on the Katakuri team. You can't use him on any other teams. Like, the only team I can think you use him on is like a G4 team, or you just have to build an all quick team, which is really dumb. It's super dumb. I hate that unit. There's no rhyme or reason to that unit. He's trash, and the fact that he is the rate up unit as well, the guaranteed unit, that is just awful. I hate that. That's trash. Part 3 having a rated up character as the last poster doesn't really mean anything to me. It just means that like the legends are going to be staggered in a different way, and the other treasure mode units can be boosted in some way. But overall, that's like too little, too late, because by the time you get to part 3, you're already in the middle of the treasure mode. So like, why would you continue to pull? That's like fucking retarded. I hate the 3 things I hate about this treasure mode Sugofest is 1, the way they stagger the days on the treasure mode Sugofest. 2, what they do for each part of the treasure mode Sugofest and how the power they screw you in each part. And 3, the blatant trash treasure mode character that it's even trashier than ever before being brought out. This is just awful. This is the god-awful units. Oh my god. The nice thing about treasure mode units before is that they actually did something and could be useful in a potential future treasure mode. So if you're playing like the global version of One Piece Treasure Cruise, and you get this new unit, the Mr. 1, and then go to the next version of the treasure mode, you can still use that next treasure mode unit. But the thing is, for here, he's just shit all around though. He's just a bad unit. Oh my god. I don't really know how I feel about pulling hard on this treasure mode. I don't think I will, but to be frank, it doesn't look too great. As far as what we know about boosted units this treasure mode, we don't know too much about the whole boosted unit list because it's a ways away. We do have a leak on it, but we don't have all the information. I'll go over that in a separate video, so if you guys want to see that, then we'll go over that, probably with the treasure mode unit and all that stuff. We know that there's V2 Akainu on this banner with Nami, then we got V2 Kuzan with G4, and then we know that we have Luffy Ace with Katakuri. Overall, I'm not really seeing anything cool on these banners, nothing interesting. The 30 gem multi might help out a lot of players, so if you do want to do one multi, but you really only get good rewards after 2 or 6, so I'm not really feeling it. So let me know what you guys think about the Sugofest in the comment section down below. I'm not a fan. Now let's go to the global section of the news. What we know so far is that the Treasure Map Social Media Event Awards have been released, so if you are thinking you're going to get something, you are going to receive it in your mail, so make sure you go to your mail today. Next bit of news here we're going to have is the new Legend Franky is going to be dropping on the global version, so you guys can have him. He's a very fun unit, and I will have a showcase video for guys probably tonight or tomorrow. I'm not really sure, but I'm hoping you guys will enjoy that. He's a very fun unit, very cool unit to have in your arsenal, and definitely my favorite unit to use in the entire game. Super cool. Overall, if you don't know anything about Franky, he's a 3x rainbow booster. He's going to be fighter, striker, shooter, and slasher characters only, and you have to have those in your team. And he's going to be a 2x attack booster. He's going to have a captain action that is extremely complicated to understand, and I will be going over that in a different video. But just know that he is really good. Probably not a top tier unit, but definitely a very high end unit. Now, on a side note here, this is actually older news, but you know it's still news, and I figured I'd say it because a lot of people don't know. The rates are finally available on the global version. If you don't know how to get there, you go to the event info in the bottom right hand corner here, and you're gonna go to the thing that says drop rate, and then you'll be able to see what everything is for each version. The first one up here usually is the single pulls. You can see what the rates on single pulls are, and then you can see what the rates on multi pulls are. So nice thing here is that you'll see everybody in English, which is great. But of course, if you do want to check out the rates, my personal recommendation is not to check out the 5-star rates, but to check out the 4-star rates, so you can actually get a better representation of what you can see on every single pull. And more likely than not, you're going to get a 4-star pull versus a 5-star pull, and you can see the rates on the 5-star are going to be about 11%, where a 4-star is at 46%, so you're going to see a much bigger. You can see on the global version, there is a little over a 40% rate for the silvers, and that's not so much more than JP. JP is usually a 40% silver rate, but on most recent banners for limited rare recruits, we have a 20% silver rate, and there's no secret silver rate that you can see here. There is a massive silver pool, but most cases, we don't see a 42% silver rate. It's only a 40% silver rate. So you have a higher 5-star rate than we normally do, but a lower, a better 4-star rate, a lower 4-star rate overall, and a marginally higher 3-star rate. Multi-pulls, you can see it's the same. There's no real difference here, and you can see what the disparity is there. If you go to the very bottom here, it usually shows you what's going to happen on the last poster, which is the multi-pull for the last poster here, and this is the higher chance of getting a derivative powerhouse unit. You can see that Kobe is going to be a 14.286% chance, Bellamy going to be 17, Reiju 14, etc. And you can see that these are the last poster units for whatever the multi-pulls would be. So if we go to the banner specifically, you can see that you're gonna get just a normal multi-pull. There's no different like major things here. This banner, you're gonna have a really high chance on multi-pulls to get a very good unit on the last poster. It's gonna be a guaranteed banner unit, it looks like. So that's cool. I mean that's a really high chance for Kobe. Overall, this is much better than on JP as far as the banner goes. As far as this particular run on the last poster, but on the other posters, not as good, and the rates are not nearly as good as they were. So what I'm seeing here as far as the rates go for Global versus JP on the initial limited rare recruit banner is that they're not super different, but the major differences come on the last poster, not really on the earlier posters, which is really weird. So the rates are different. I can't tell you that. On the initial posters, what we see for JP is more of a steady rate. You have on that last poll, you actually do have that split chance. This banner has never been available on JP, where we see the last character is a guaranteed banner unit here, and it's going to be a guaranteed 5 stars. So overall, this is actually kind of interesting to see that these are the rates. And the fact that you're getting a guaranteed 5 star here, but they're only going to be out of this banner units and not a specific limited rare recruit pool is nowhere near as good in my opinion. But the rates are pretty even in between the units themselves, so just know that it's staggered pretty evenly and they're not super unfair. They're just not all limited rare recruit units like they would be on JP. So my overall thoughts and opinions on rate sharing on the global version is that it can only be good. It can create more communication, we can learn more about things, and we can give more information out to other players. So I like this a lot. It's a great change, and I will be going over rates in future Sugofest videos, comparing them between JP and global, so you can see what the differences are, and hopefully they'll be good for you. Alright guys, well, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you smack that like button down below, as well as the subscribe button down below, so we get lots of support in the channel, and of course, keep the channel growing. If you guys do want to get notifications on all my videos, make sure you guys hit the bell notification right next to it so you get notifications every time I drop a video. If you want to check out the last couple videos, they're right over there, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.